One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can...
There he goes! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the move at the 30. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Hold. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Young. Pulled down for the tackle. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
The play-action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback, reading the defense.
And the ball squirted out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Georgia sends out the punt team. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to seal the edge on the right.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's reeled in. It's Thompson. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Find some fresh air. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's McCray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume.
Pulls it in. It's Allen.
Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got a man. It's Thompson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On the run, it's Booth. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Branch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Bounced off his feet.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in on 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Shapen. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off play action on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Flips it out on the screen. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, it's Shapen. With the catch, it's Thompson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on its way. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Grab near the sticks, it's dealt. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Dogs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Chapin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a two-possession game on this drive. Got a little space. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun for the special teams coach.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Makes the catch, it's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most times in those slot positions.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign posted. 1st and goal and a chance for the first touchdown of the game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Going for it all.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Good, solid tackle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He'll try to tack on one more.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Right back to him on the ground. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Young. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. grabbed in the backfield. It's McCray. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for room, it's McCray. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Leaves it with the back. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Looking to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to throw. It's Shapen. They get to him as he throws. Got a man. It's Reese. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Mosley. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Reese. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter. Got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
To the air. It's Shapen. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
No gain on the play.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
QB strikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Booth. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.